Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect 2. Well, we are on the Normandy once again, although should I call it the Normandy SR2? That's right. We've got a new ship and it's been upgraded and it looks particularly nice. So, we have plenty of things to do, and so I think one of the first things we'll do is let's have a chat to the yeoman here and we'll see what's going on. I'm sure she has some information about the ship for us. So, yeah, let's have a chat.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Okay, so that's good. We've got some kind of what do we call them? Psychologist on board. Probably worthwhile. Always handy to have that be an option for our crew. Let's have a chat to Joker too. I don't think we've actually had a proper talk to him outside of the cutscenes, so let's go ahead and see.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
Yeah, I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you were such a downer.
Okay, well, that's what we know and love. Joker, good fun he is. Yeah, I'm glad that they really improved the amount that we can chat to him. I felt a little bit sad in the first game how he was always there, but there was very little for you to do with him, especially for how much he was an important part of being pickups and all that other stuff for each of the missions. Alright, let's see. Looks like we got a cool weapon locker. Let's have a look and see what we've got here for ourselves. So we have a grenade launcher or an arc projector. Let's see. Interesting lightning bolts, all of that stuff. Could be nice. yeah, an entire strike team can be shocked to death with a few pulls of the trigger. That's, I think we'll keep the grenade launcher for now. But it's good to know that such things exist. It looks like the rest of our weapons are fairly well unable to change. As for Jacob, let's see about him. No, we need... I'm guessing we either need to purchase or research better weaponry. Okay.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Okay. Oh, and that was one of those other things too. I'm going to go ahead and change our armor for when we're in combat. I feel like... Oh, wow. Okay. That's a cool drive core. I feel like the helmet kind of modulates our voice a little bit. I feel like that takes a bit away, so we'll fix that up too. But either way, let's have a chat to Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Alright, so let's see. What else have we got? We have... briefing comm room. Okay.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs, in addition to contact 100 different worlds.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Alright, well, at least with chatting to an AI, we can at least cut through a little bit quicker. It's not exactly counted quite as rude when you interrupt a computer as opposed to a person talking. Alright, so now that we've done that...
You've received a new message at your private terminal.
Alright, a private terminal. Okay, let's see what we've got. Unread messages. Anderson. Okay, on the off chance that the rumors are true and that you are actually alive, I need you to come talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Alright, we've also got another message from the elusive man. We've reached an agreement with a veteran mercenary, Zaid Massani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved with some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless, relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I have arranged for him to join you. You'll find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee, I've taken care of that. Let's see, Firewalker. We have a few more missions, recon hoods. Okay, okay, so you know what, let's go ahead and... is there anything else that we have here? Oh, hang on a second. Ascension Final Services. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, your subsequent change in status, and the reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Thank you for banking with Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Okay. I guess there is some issues with coming back from the dead. And then looks like we've also tracked down a master thief. And then, there you'll find a special terminal ad on the Citadel. Okay. Input password silence is golden for the rendezvous. Okay. So we've got a few things as well as, one more from Admiral Hackett. Let's just check this. Our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to the place of the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members found unaccounted for from the attack of the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that these heroes' families might gain some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Okay, so that's good for now. Upgrades, we cannot do anything. Okay, that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and see some of the... see what's available. We've got Captain Quarters. Let's head down to Engineering first, and then I think we'll make our way up, and then we will come back down and deal with things. I think it's only reasonable that we figure out this ship before we start flying it around. Alright, so another codex entry. I guess that's good. What have we got here? Engineer Daniels and Donnelly. Okay.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Okay, well, yeah.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
I do like how they've, yeah, made things a little bit more, what do we call, interactive and whatnot. Also, that is a very cool reactor. Very, nice indeed. Alright, well, either way, let's go ahead and, head on out of engineering. Wait a second, I did see a thing for Edie. Where, oh, here it is, here's her terminal.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Alright, swift and succinct, the way that we like it. Automatic doors is nice. There does seem to be a ladder down here. Oh, sorry, not a ladder, but some stairs. I don't think that there's anything of note down here. No. Okay, so let's just go ahead and make our way back up again. I didn't think that there would be anything for our codex, but again, any little thing that gives us experience is always worthwhile in the lower levels. Alright, so that's that. Let's go ahead and work our way to the crew quarters. And then, what do we have? Oh, actually, you know what? That is one thing I do like about the design of these loading screens, is the fact that it actually shows you the ship layout and things like that. It's just a nice little thing to make things, you know, feel more alive. Alright, so what have we got? We've got bathrooms, we have crew quarters.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Okay, so crew's having some downtime. Always good to know what's going on. Is there really any point in... Okay, just the bathrooms. No surprises there, I guess. And then what have we got over here?
Chef
More crew?
surprise again. Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Alright, so that's all of that. And then... Oh, Miranda's office. Okay, let's have a chat to her too. I'm sure she's got some thoughts for us as well.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus' long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Okay, well, yeah, interesting as always. And then, medical bay. Yeah, let's see who our doctor is for... Oh, Dr. Chokwas.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Alright, well, that's, yeah, that's good to see Dr. Chocolate still is
Access to
around.
the AI core is restricted.
Of course we're restricted. Alright, well, at least, I was about to say, at least we have access to most of our ship, but it's a pity that it's not all of it if we are its commander.
What's this area of the ship?
The sickbay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Okay, well, I think that's about all for this level. Let's go ahead and check out our quarters. We'll see if there's anything worth seeing in there. Actually, it should allow us, I would assume, to change our armor.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Okay, so what have we got here? We have Medal of Honor for trophies. Okay, so, yep, we have all sorts of things, which we will not get into just yet. Private terminal, okay, I guess this is similar to the private terminal we have down on the main deck. We also have fish tanks with no fish. I guess we might need to buy some. A sound system? Hang on a second. This music's down there, and oh, that's actually a very nice model of the Normandy there. That's cool. Alright, and let's see. Any good music? Well, that was from Noveria, I'm pretty sure. Is this some of the original music? I feel like it might be. Alright, well, either way, we'll leave the we'll leave that for now. Armor. Let's go ahead and that should be good enough. Alright, so that should at least fix up our rebreather of the masked voice, which we don't really need. Yeah, so let's head back to the CIC and see where we're off to. Alright, so
messages for you, Commander.
Galaxy map. Let's open it up and see where we're off to. Okay, so right now we have 40% done. We have a fuel depot. We need the mass relay. Oh, of course, and we can even fly around. So Omega's over here, so we can go ahead and recruit the veteran and the professor. There's some other stuff out over here. I think for now... Oh, okay. We click on locations. Okay. That is a little bit weird. I was half expecting to steer with WASD, but I think we'll go ahead and focus in on Omega first. Or maybe, what do we have here? Entering orbit? Oh, that's right. Okay, so we can scan here if we wish. And this will get us... Yeah, I forgot about this scanning mechanic. It really has been a while since I've played. But this will help us get more... what do we call it? More resources. We'll go ahead and we'll try and spin things around a bit quicker. Well, actually, you know what? We'll try and find the highest amount of resources possible. got 10
Launching
probes.
probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Go ahead and pick up
Probe
some of
launched.
this.
In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Alright, and I guess we could technically find some more stuff. Oh, actually, there we go. Hang on a second. There was a decent...
Probe launched.
I figure we may as well use some of these things. We're going to need more. Alright, and you know what? We've more or less scanned what we want. That should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, let's back on up. Oh, wait. No, that's not quite right. Oh, okay. We need to use the return. Okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and head to Omega. At least we now know that that's a thing. Let's enter orbit. And we will see. Okay, so Omega, built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time that there ever was one. Population 7.8 million. Huh. And you know what? In a total length of 44.7 kilometers, that is a decent amount of people in a very small area. Okay, well, it looks like a cool location as we fly on in. Let's see if we've got too much to worry about as we arrive. Alright, well, obviously we've got one choice for our squad, and oh, apparently we can change appearances as well. We've got multiple armor types. Huh. Okay, that'll do. Let's go ahead and accept. It's fairly straightforward. We don't have any extra weapons or anything for us to choose from, so let's just go ahead and exit.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Okay, and it looks like there's Zaid, who we saw from our messages. Let's go ahead and quickly chat to him, because I guess we can send him on board now if we want.
Please, you have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please, I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stick. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Okay, well, he seems like a charming fellow, but I think that's where we might call it for today. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll investigate Omega in the next one. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.